with your host, Ann Eller.
Oh, that's right. We're right here this afternoon, and I have a power-packed group of people here. It's making it kind of hot in here. We got all these warm bodies here this afternoon. I'm Ann Eller with you, enjoying finding out more about For the Love of Community, I guess. But we're going to talk to three great guests here today. We have Gibson Hill here, we have Lesley Lane, and we have the one and only Granger Smith with us this afternoon. And so I guess I should say, how are y'all doing here today?
Doing great, Ann. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Doing
well, okay. Well, there you go. It's kind of packed over there, but, this event is coming up next weekend, right? Next weekend, yep. And you've actually put this together pretty quick, haven't you?
We did. The idea was born about 18 months ago, and our team got to work and hit the ground running, putting the right people on the team and in the right seats on the bus. So here we are.
And the wheels go round and round, right?
Absolutely, until they fall off.
That's right. So, why did we decide we wanted a festival in the fall?
Yeah, so, we hear year after year about why can't the Festival of Discovery be in the fall? It's so hot in July, and, we hear those concerns. We feel those concerns with you as we're out there day in and day out. But as we all know, with the way the Kansas City Barbecue Society circuit works, it's not feasible. So we decided to look at how can we bring that vibe that they're looking for into the fall as well. So in that, For the Love of was born, fill in the blank for the love of food, art, culture, community, you name it. We're here for that.
And who came up with the name?
Kind of a consensus.
Yeah.
Granger, you need to pull that mic over there to you a little bit.
Kind of a consensus.
Yeah.
We were talking a little while ago about the formation of the streets and the lineup, and it got brought up, Maxwell Alliance and Oregon make a four-looking shape. So let's incorporate four somewhere in there. And then, I think we piddle around with some names, and For the Love of space,
right,
was kind of was the winner.
Was the winner.
Yeah.
And Lesley, they've put together such a group of, you're saying, music, food. Tell us how we're incorporating all those things there to it.
Yeah, so we have a phenomenal group of musical guests that are going to be with us at the festival, both Friday and Saturday. We also wanted, just like Granger said, it's for the love of taste, for the love of art, for the love of music. So we also wanted to include kind of a curated group of food trucks. So we've got some great vendors that are going to be joining us. And we're really fortunate that the Art Center of Greenwood will be hosting a local look on Friday, and on Saturday the theater is opening Hairspray. So it's just going to be a really great weekend of a lot of amazing events happening all at the same time in Uptown.
And it'll be a little cooler than it is in July.
That is our hope.
Well, I guess somebody ought to kick it off and tell us. We're going Granger, I think you're going to talk about music, but what are the food venues? Because everybody's always interested in the food that is coming in, and I know you have a lot of food trucks coming in.
Yeah, so we recognize that Festival Discovery obviously is really focused on barbecue, and we wanted to maybe take barbecue out of the picture for this festival.
Oh no, the barbecue.
I know that's a sin to say that in the South, but it was really important that we give the people something a little different than they're used to. So we've got kind of a curated mix of vendors that are going to be coming. Fins and Feathers, which is a local favorite. They're out of Promised Land. We've got Homestyle Groove, Southern Biscuit Wagon. We're really excited about those guys. And we've got some people from out of town too. Just Braze and Fuse Mobile will be headed in. Granny Hands, Howard's will be on site serving beer and wine. And then we also have Sunshine Soda Shack, and we're really excited because they're going to be serving a custom festival drink. So stay tuned for that.
Okay. All right, so that is some of them. So you're really trying to get now. Are you closing off the streets? Is that part of what's happening? We got to close off the streets to make this so.
Yes, but we've really been strategic with how we're operating that to make sure it has the least interruption to business owners. So on Thursday and Friday, only the lower portion of Oregon Avenue from what was formerly known as Alliance up to Oregon Station now, that will be closed. And then on Saturday, the lower portion of Maxwell, in addition, from Monument down to Edgefield will be closed as well, in addition to that portion of Oregon.
So you're closing it actually Thursday?
Yes, but that lower portion of Oregon for load-in and construction of the stage.
Now, the stage is not going to be at the marketplace, correct?
Correct. If you remember old school Oktoberfest, Uptown Lives, Uptown Market, you'll remember...
Springfest?
Yes, Springfest. Yeah. You'll remember the love and the fun of having those concerts down that long, narrow stretch after that streetscape was done. So it's bringing back some core memories for us all.
Mm-hmm. Core memories. Memories!
Yes.
Get you on this list. Come on now.
Like the travels of my mind.
You need a location, Ann. We're going to put you on the streets with our street performers Saturday.
There you go. Anyways, that sounds good. So Thursday, that lower portion, and then I guess Friday at noon, will you close off the rest of it, or Friday,
Friday will remain the same as Thursday, and then Saturday morning is when that lower portion of Maxwell will be closed for the food trucks, since food trucks are only being programmed on Saturday.
Oh,
so on Friday, we encourage everyone to hit one of the many uptown Greenwood restaurants and establishments to grab a quick bite to eat and then come out and hear the music.
Okay. All right. And on Saturday, I think it's an interesting concept y'all have put together, because you're going to have the music outside the businesses that are like Bonhomie and Sundance Gallery. You're going to have music out in front of these. They're not going to be inside. They're actually going to be outside.
That's right. The street is their stage.
The street is their stage.
The street is their stage.
What a poet, Lesley.
You got any jugglers or anything out there? I mean, you might need to add that now. Come on.
Hey, you're a singer. Can you juggle too?
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we're using the street side. We want to see people outside and on the street. You know, my vision for this festival is very reminiscent of your old school neighborhood or block parties where our community and our neighbors come together. And so having these musicians street side keeps everybody outdoors in the beautiful weather and a community.
Well, wait a minute. The beautiful weather, is it dialed in? Is it guaranteed?
We ordered it special.
We're looking. We've been looking.
Yeah.
We have a direct connection with God.
That's right. We've ordered.
Okay.
We've ordered it in. It's going to happen.
First here, ladies and gentlemen.
We're manifesting, Ann. We need you on our team here.
For $25, you too can hear from God. Make checks payable.
People, you heard it right here on WCRS. Gibson is telling us for $25. Yes. All right. So, well, that's pretty cool. But one of my questions would be, and Granger, I suppose this would be a question, with all the amps and all the electricity that's needed, I'll bet this is a little complicated.
No, not really.
Not really?
Nope.
Okay.
We've done this type of thing before with the Festival of Flowers. The wine walk uptown, they do it all the time. As long as the door is unlocked and the business is willing, which all of them are, we have power. All we need is a socket.
A socket.
That's
okay.
all. Yep, that's all we need. We don't. I'm very much of the mindset. Me and Nick don't complicate this.
For sure.
You know,
Right.
just open your doors, and we've had so many great businesses that will be allowing our musicians to get whatever they need power wise.
Right.
And that's all as a musician, that's all we need. We got the rest.
So you just need really an amp there to amp things up a little
and
bit.
everybody has their own, and the people that we've asked to play have the capabilities to do it themselves. They're their own PA. They're their own speaker system.
Their own speaker system.
Yeah.
We're talking loud now.
And, as Granger was saying, too, just like, all the businesses uptown have been so willing to work with us to make sure it's so productive. And quality event for Uptown in general and the community as a whole. We couldn't do this without their support, but also without the support of our sponsors. This year it's being the headlining sponsor is True Credit Union, Federal Credit Union. They have been phenomenal to work with and really believed in our dream from really day one when we talked to Phil and his team over at True. So we're really, really grateful to have such great community partners that are making this event a success for year one.
Absolutely. Well, it takes a lot to get a new festival, anything new off the ground. It's always it's a heavy lift that first year, right,
Yeah,
Granger?
Absolutely.
I mean, you just did Local Focal, lifted that off,
Yeah.
2 years now? 3? Is it going on?
Me and Nick have done it for 3 years now. Yep.
Yeah, so,
Nick and I.
It's labor of love.
yeah, labor of love.
It is. Yep.
So, one of the things that I am not familiar, I'm familiar with a lot of these bands, but, two questions. Since all these bands are going to be out in front of businesses, is there going to be any seating or bring your own seat with you, or what are you supposed to do there?
So bring your own seat, but we encourage you to get a little creative. You know, the sidewalks are comfortable. There's benches throughout Uptown as well. So we encourage you to find a comfy spot, maybe under some shade, and sit and park all day and listen to some music. Yeah, blankets, you name it.
Right.
You'll have 10 hours of music to choose from on Saturday. So.
Right. That's a lot of
Park.
music.
Bring your beanbag. Yeah.
There you go.
Get comfortable.
Get comfortable. And they're playing in 2-hour segments. And Maxwell will be closed off that day. Is that right?
The lower portion from Monument down to Edgefield.
Monument down to Edgefield. So what about the upper where Thayer's and all that is? That part will not be?
That will remain open.
Oh, okay.
So that will remain accessible throughout the entirety of the festival.
Okay. All right. So, Granger, why don't you tell us about some of these music groups that everybody may not know? Like Nick and Granger, we know who you are.
What a creative name. I wonder what their names are.
But you do have some other, and you do have a headliner group. But let's talk about some of the groups that are going to be playing during the day.
Certainly. Yeah, this is the backbone group of this. This is what's going to keep us upright throughout the day. 12 to 6 o'clock, basically, in these 2-hour increments. You'll have Tracy and Byron. You have Sprouse and Arnold. Bobby Power. The Chocolate.
Who's Bobby Power?
Bobby Power is a country singer from Abbeville area. I think he actually played an opening spot for Luke Bryan at the Bon Secure Wellness Arena right after Local Folk. He played Local Focal this past year. Great. He's got a good group.
Wow.
They do country covers. The Chocolate Crackers. That's Tommy Mitchum, Roderick Stewart, Matt Buckland.
What kind of music? I'm interested in what kind of music that they play.
So they're a little funky. They're a little funky acoustic
funky.
stuff. Yep.
Okay.
There's 2 of them.
You better get ready to dance.
Yep. Absolutely.
There's some for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt Buckland, he goes by Buckland for his music escapades, but he's
escapades?
He's a country
Does he
singer.
keep his clothes on?
We hope this
His
is a family-friendly event. And
His musical
Hey, give me
ventures.
that, and we're going to have Janet, escapade.
Madison Medlin, she's a fantastic piano and acoustic guitar player.
Absolutely, yeah.
Madison does some Christian covers too, which are phenomenal. So.
Yep.
Well, I just thought because you're not probably going to be able to hear everybody. You're going to have to pick out. You may not be there the whole time. I know you would like people to be there, but people are going to come and go. So.
Yeah, and so we hope, we've spent the last several weeks really highlighting these artists on our social media pages, and we hope that people who are coming to the festival have had the opportunity to go through our social media pages and kind of pick out 4 or 5 acts that they hope to see throughout the festival.
But not everybody does social media. Lesley.
That's true. That's why we're here, Ann.
That's right, and I just wanted you to know
only
that.
do radio.
Yeah.
They only do radio.
And they only listen to Ann Eller. Okay, we got that. All right. All right, so the Chocolate Crackers, they're kind of funky. Okay.
Funky acoustic, yep. Matt Buckland, Madison Medlin, the Open Range Band, that's Kyle Antone, Eric Bryant, Keller Lawrence. They're a little 3-piece. They do a lot of country stuff. Some James Taylor in there. Eric's a fantastic picker. Steve Eddy, he does his own little rock acoustic type of thing. I'm not sure if he's going to be playing acoustic or the electric, but we'll figure that out.
Okay.
And of course, we have Ashby Stokes and Audrey Adams are playing together. Two fantastic acoustic.
That should be great.
She's a fantastic songwriter. Ashby is a phenomenal guitar player, classical with his picking. We have Flat Ties.
Flat
Ties.
Ties. Flat Ties bringing back 1995.
That's 1995.
That's before
baby.
my time.
Oh yeah. That's
1995. Okay, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
that's
we're
a
looking
rap
forward to
group.
having the twins
Yeah.
uptown.
That's a rap group from around here. Big time. So happy that we got them. That's going to be awesome. They're going to be at the pavilion at the Uptown Market. We got Jarrett Smith, son of the mayor. He does acoustic. I think he does like a lot of Tyler Childress type of stuff. So it's kind of like new age country. Pope and Bert, they do their R&B, hip hop.
They're actually the opening act at GPA tonight's
Yep,
event.
which I'm going to in a little bit.
Sax. Yep.
But yeah, that's just some of our street musicians for the Saturday afternoon portion of it.
Okay. Now, then you've got headliner groups Friday night and Saturday night, correct?
Yes.
What's happening? What's happening there? What's up?
Yeah. So Friday, not me or Nick's idea. Bad Weather States, our band, is opening up for Freddie McClendon and the Whereabouts. Freddie, American Idol, does his own thing with originals, and he's a songwriter in that respect. And so he's got a band from his school up in Nashville. Belmont, yep.
Right.
So Freddie McClendon and the Whereabouts Friday night. And you want me to go on to Saturday?
Sure. Now, what time does this happen?
Yeah, so we'll start, Bad Weather States, we'll start the whole thing off 6 o'clock, go to about 7:30.
And that'll be on the stage on
the main stage on Oregon.
Oregon.
Yep. And then 8 o'clock till 10 will be Freddie and the Whereabouts.
Okay. All right. And that'll be a wild time.
That'll be crazy. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Yep. We're gearing up for a good set there.
All right. Now, what about on Saturday night? The big, really big show. Go ahead. Lay it on me.
So Saturday, same time frame, 6 to 7:30, 8 to 10. The 6 to 7:30 spot, the opener spot will be the Mez.
Right.
From here. That's Austin Woodard, Zach Todd, Winston Stewart. And then we'll have, from 8 to 10, we will have Congress, the band out of Charleston.
How did you choose that band?
Well, to be honest, not quite sure. I've seen TikToks of them.
Right.
I think maybe B kind of reached out about them and said, hey, that's a good one to throw out
Yeah,
there.
the mayor kind of gave us some ideas, and we jumped on them. We admire and appreciate his musical taste, so we started digging in, and Congress was one of those suggestions. We reached out to their people, and they were
It's
excited.
hard to go against the mayor, isn't it?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Okay, we said it right here on WCRS. There you go. All right, Brandon, are you listening?
All your permits have been revoked.
So Congress. Now, I am not familiar with this band at all.
I was describing them earlier, and I think I used the word California dreamy rock. They have some really good stuff. I've been listening to them. They're really good. They're going to bring a different age group, a crowd that I think that Uptown is used to seeing for these type of live music events, which I'm excited for. Maybe a little bit younger, college age, and from out of town too, because they are a big draw. So really looking forward to that. They're going to be great. It's going to be a time.
It's going to be a time. All right. So that is what's happening Saturday. And this is all happening right there on Oregon. Now, Lesley, I got to ask you, how close is Oregon Station towards getting done here?
Oh, Ann, had I known you were going to ask me that, I would have left already.
No, I mean, I know everybody has been
so
excited.
Unfortunately, I don't have an exact timeline right now.
I know it was the steel that was holding it up.
Yeah,
but I
so
just wondered if we're getting closer. closer.
Yeah, we are getting closer. I was there earlier in the week, and we have some steel delivered. We're still
and
waiting.
it lays there, and you guys look at it,
And we
go,
look at it.
We have steel.
We have steel. I think we've asked about it so much, they're letting us look at it before they put it up. They want us enjoy it for a while. No, we're scheduling the steel erectors, so we'll do that. We have storefronts that'll be going in the next several weeks, and we're still pouring concrete. Believe it or not, we've been doing that for almost 24 months. So, but then we're in talks with our landscape architect and the contractors that'll be doing the landscaping work. So things are moving along. Of course, it's construction, and things are slower than of course I want them to be. My leadership says, "Hey, you're just impatient. Slow down," and he's very, very right about that. I'm excited, and so
Well, of course.
hopefully
I mean,
soon.
this is supposed to be. I mean, it is going to be. It's supposed to be. It is going to be a really big deal, and
Yeah.
there's been anticipation really since last July festival. They thought that they would be, and they're just way behind
that
schedule.
was our hope, and we've been really fortunate to have the support of the community and maintain that support even when we haven't met our deadlines. So
Right.
we're just really grateful for the community who has continued to watch our progress and
Well, I think it's an
maintain
exciting
the
project. It's an
excitement.
exciting project,
Yeah.
and everybody, of course, wants to see it. So I had you here. I had to ask.
All right, I'll let you know when it's done, and I'll be
Okay.
back here first.
Okay. Maybe you can come back on and talk about it.
That's right.
Right, on location.
Yeah, we could do it on location. That would be pretty cool. All right. So we've talked about a lot of these different parts of it. Lesley, what are you excited the most about in this one?
Yeah, I'm really excited just about seeing our community come together. And that goes not only for the people who are going to be attending the festival, but the amazing group of volunteers that have come together to put this on, the incredibly supportive sponsors who believed in this festival from day one. We started reaching out, and our group of sponsors without question said, absolutely, we believe in this festival. The vendors who have said, yes, we want to be there. And so from our musicians who want to be a part of this, to our guests and our attendees who will be showing up, to our volunteers and our sponsors, it really is a true community that we hopefully will culminate in a really incredible weekend next weekend.
Yes. And now, I guess this should be a nice boon for all the Uptown merchants, too.
That's the goal, right? So Uptown's goal is to be kind of that economic development driver for the businesses located in that Uptown boundary. And so if we're putting on events and we're bringing people into Uptown, then hopefully they're going in these businesses and they're spending a little money, and they're supporting these small businesses because they need it.
Absolutely. So there'll be some sales. I would think some of this type of thing. Gibson, would I be right on that they'll be doing some sales and whatnot?
Absolutely. We've been talking to each business. The Merchants Association has done a great job and been very eager and excited as well to get this off the ground. So stay tuned. My best recommendation would be to stay tuned to each of the stores' various digital platforms, social media platforms for their specific sales or promotions they'll be doing during the festival. But overall, it should be a great economic boom for our entire city and Uptown as a whole.
Okay. Now, let's see, Lesley. I think you have to buy a wristband, and you can you can drink on the street, right?
When you put it that way.
That's right. Very similar to the Festival of Discovery.
Right.
You will have to purchase a wristband to consume alcohol, or to possess and consume alcohol.
Beer or wine.
Street side beer and wine.
Right.
Liquor is not allowed. We will sell wristbands for $10. They are good for the entire weekend, and it's cash only.
Cash only.
Be ready with your ID. We will ID you, Ann.
Okay. All right. Well, I know I don't look old enough. All right. Now, you also have a lot of merch that you've designed for this that I guess will be timeless, or will it be a one-time deal here?
I think a little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both. And we've thought through that a lot. We've had a ton of internal conversations about that. We want to memorialize this moment. So having some merch that memorializes this specific event is important to us. But we'll have some timeless items, too, that will be for sale.
You need to have a photo booth set up at this event with the background of For the Love of, I was down at the fair yesterday, and the first thing you walk through, can we take your picture? And I'm like, for what?
A lineup,
We've got a couple of ideas. We've got a couple of ideas in the bank.
Yeah. So stay tuned. We've got some exciting things coming.
I thought that's what this was about, the exciting times to unveil.
We're not going to tell you all of our secrets, Anne.
God,
Yeah, you got to leave a
just
little
so
something to the
disappointed.
imagination.
But anyways, I'm sure you do have something. But something like that, we have to register or anything for any giveaway or anything? Maybe
We don't have any giveaways, but stay tuned because some of our uptown merchants may, like Gibson said earlier, check out their digital platforms. They may have some things going on in store. But once you're on site at the festival, not only will there be music and food, but we're also going to have some lawn games, so giant Jenga and maybe some cornhole and ladder ball, just some things to keep the crowds uptown for the day.
now what is the football? Because that could affect what you're doing. Now, what's football for next Saturday?
Yeah, so Clemson's off. South
okay.
Carolina plays in Columbia.
Okay.
We also had a lot of internal conversations about this. That's the
South,
tricky
yeah.
part about having a fall festival
absolutely,
in
yeah.
the South, right?
Yeah.
So we figured
Yes.
if you're going to watch the Gamecocks, you're going to either be in Columbia or you're going to be home watching the Gamecocks. They'll be done, I bet, just in time for Congress to hit the stage, though.
Yeah, what time?
I don't know what time.
And
it
if you're
starts.
desperate, you can always take some glimpses on your cell phone.
Yeah, that's right.
If you're desperate.
Remember, there is
Streaming
Wi-Fi.
apps everywhere.
There's free
Right.
Wi-Fi in Uptown.
Okay. All right. Well, I just thought I'd bring that up because
Yeah, that's a great
That's a
point.
great
Another-
question.
Yep, that's another. And some of the bars, I'm sure, will be playing it on their screens uptown. I don't know whether
For
Howard's
sure.
will be or any of
Yeah.
those. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
Howard just started doing official Saturday football watching up there, so I'd imagine they have something going
So
on.
if you need to run down there and get a fix or something.
That's
yeah.
right.
I'm
That's right.
jonesing.
All right. Well, those are some of the things that are going on this next Saturday, Friday, and Saturday. But since I have you here and we have a few minutes to talk, you also have Boo Bash coming up, right, Gibson?
Yes, that is coming up very quickly after For the Love of. So that will be held. It's always the Thursday before Halloween. So this year, it just happened to pan out. It's the day before Halloween.
Right.
So that's being sponsored by Healthy Blue and Carolina Health Center's Pediatric Division. Those are presenting sponsors for that. It's free. Costume contest with cash prizes, hay rides, games galore, more candy than you can ever think of.
It's all down
always
at
a
the
fun time with the
marketplace, right?
family at the Uptown Market as we partner. Gosh, for decades now with Cornerstone always as we help the youth of Greenwood say boo to drugs.
Right. So that's coming up. And then I understand you have another event coming, a Uncorked.
Yes, Uptown Uncorked Wine Walk is coming up during Holiday Open House weekend. Be Friday, November 14th. Those tickets are on sale right now. So get those tickets. They are limited before they're gone.
Okay. How much are the tickets?
They are $30.
$30 for that. So, and you've got a group of merchandise just like the Grape Stomp type thing.
Yeah, so it'll work very similar to the work that Grape Stomp has been in the past. As we know, you featured on WCRS last week. They transitioned that to the fall and hosted at the mall. So to still have a little holiday cheer, the Uptown Greenwood group decided to bring that back to its usual weekend. So 16 stops.
A little holiday cheer. Well, I would think wassail,
Have a cup of cheer, Ann.
wassail or something
Yeah.
like that, right?
You never know. Stay tuned.
And we need to relocate you uptown. You can be one of the stops, and you can serve wassail.
Wassail, there you go. See, I mean,
and do street side interviews.
yeah,
with people
that's
who
right. Yeah,
help
I
you.
mean, I like that kind of stuff. I do. I don't
Keep
have
it
to be
interesting.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. That's my thing. I was down there at the state fair yesterday. Interviewed the beekeepers down there from Delahow that are really making an impact, and just so many things out there. Talked to a lot of different people, and I was just girl in a mic on the loose.
Hey,
loose.
that's great to have.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, what else do we need to talk about here today? You've got a lot of great sponsors. People have come together on this. This is what you're telling me is really an answer to all those that wanted a fall festival.
Yeah, I think you covered it. And, I'm sure you remember back in the day when Festival Discovery was born, Paula Brooks and team had a dream, and look at it today. And that's really where we're at right now is
closing off Main Street eventually. Is that what you're telling me?
And don't stress me out already. But, we're hoping to grow that into one day when we're all hopefully retired on a beach somewhere. The next crop of people continuing this are saying, we remember day one when this group of dreamers.
I remember when Paula Books, what they have, 3 or 4 barbecuers and a couple of blues bands.
And that's the goal, to have that about this too. People remembering when this group
But
believed
you're
it had a
already
dream.
starting out a whole lot bigger than they started out with the barbecue fest.
If you meet this whole committee, it's pretty much a group of people that don't take no for an answer and believe in go big or go home. So I really wouldn't expect
who's
anything
been on
less.
the committee?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lesley touched on
so the committee was actually born out of the Uptown Board's design committee, believe it or not. Laura Baczynski is our chair. Laura, who just retired from Maine and Maxwell. So we've been keeping her busy in her retirement. We have Nick and Granger have been on the music. They've been phenomenal. John Holloway, Jim Slagle, Sylvia Martin at the Arts Center has been a part of it. We brought in
several of John's proteges.
That's right. John's brought some people in that have helped us.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to think.
Sorry, Neve. Sorry, we're a little brain.
Probably
we're a little tired right
these
now.
down too.
Well, you said you got a great committee.
It is
I just
committee.
thought we
Yeah,
might as
it's-
well
it's-
give
it's
kudos
been
here,
phenomenal.
right?
It's different.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah, and
students.
so everybody's just kind of taken a role in what their strengths are in. That has been that's worked phenomenally well.
Right.
Really, really grateful for this group of people, and hopefully we haven't worked them too hard, and they'll do it
They'll
again
do it
with us
again.
next year.
And you should sign them up before the thing starts then, Leslie. That would be my advice.
Contract.
You're exactly right.
All right. Now, I suppose you have to have a pretty good sized group of volunteers to help with this, though, right?
Yeah, you're right. So right now we have about 25 volunteers that have signed up. We are welcoming as many more that want to join us. We'll take them. There is a volunteer sign-up sheet on our social media, but they can also, if we've got listeners who aren't on social media, can reach out to Gibson at Uptown, and we'll get them signed up and get them assigned to a really cool task.
Yes, the office number to Uptown Greenwood is 864-942-8448. So if you're interested, give me a ring and we will get you plugged in.
All right. So if now the thing we haven't talked about, though, is what is happening at the Arts Center. Because they're having the art show, and then aren't they having the AI giving out awards and everything on Saturday at 5 or something? Is that right?
So a local look begins at 5 o'clock on Friday. Their reception begins at 5 o'clock on Friday at the Arts Center. This is the Arts Center's curation of local artwork that they do. I'm not sure if they do it every year, but I think
they do.
They do it every year. And I believe Beryl is playing at 5 at the Arts Center.
That's on Friday.
That's on Friday. He is out of Greenville, I believe, and does some really incredible R&B. He'll be at the Arts Center, and awards for a local look are going to be given out, I believe, starting a little closer to 6. And if you need more information on that, you can call the Arts Center. Call Sylvia at the Arts Center.
And then on Saturday, aren't they having the AI exhibit in the back there where they usually do K-Self and the AI?
Vision Greenwood is hosting that competition again this year. I don't have those specifics in front of me on the timeline for that, but that's a great competition they do each year. So that'll be going through, and then also Hairspray at the Greenwood Community Theater will be going on that weekend as well, opening. So it's an exciting weekend, and one of those things we love to tell people: don't ever say there's nothing to do in Greenwood, because it's a jam-packed weekend that you're gonna have to make a lot of hard decisions on.
That's true.
Where to spend it, and that's ideally where we're at, where we want to be. We want to be able to give people options and to create a vibrant community that people love and want to be in.
Absolutely. Well, I think y'all have done a tremendous job, and I think it's great that you're on the radio with us here today. And next year we'll have to get together and see about interviewing some of these artists on the radio, just like I do for the Festival of Discovery and Blues Cruise, because we have a good time, and that I think is a big help to people that don't always know all the groups that are there.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
and sometimes I think we think, oh, they're local, everybody knows them, and sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that would be, and of course, we always have. Well, almost always have Granger and Local Focal on the radio with us, telling us what's happening, right? Great,
I'll tell you
right?
what,
Yeah. But I'm just saying that you do a great job with keeping people informed, and so it would be good to have some of these artists on. That's futuristically, I think that might be fun.
I agree.
All right. Well, listen, there are other events going on tonight. Is there anything else we'd like to say? Because otherwise, I'm going to let y'all go.
I think we covered it all. Really appreciate
Gibson wants out of here, I can tell.
No.
Lesley, what do you want to talk about? You want to sit down here and have a drink and talk about something?
Hey, you got a bottle of wine, Ann, and I'll stick around.
Right there in front of us.
Despite the heater, I think that's on over there.
Yeah, that's actually air. That's actually air, believe it or not. Yeah, that is air. So, yeah.
Thank you so much for having us, Ann. We're thrilled that you invited us in today, and we hope to see our community out in force next weekend.
Hopefully seeing you out there reporting live, potentially.
Little Facebook Live action.
Well, I could be doing a Facebook Live. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we've got. We can work that out. I
love
can do
to
some
see
of
it.
that.
We'd love to see it. Yeah.
So I do that quite often. All right. So, anyways, Granger, what would you like to say in closing here today?
Well, thank you for once again having myself, Nick, these two. Anytime we're pushing something or doing something new, you've always been great. So definitely appreciate you in that regard. We're real excited about next Friday and Saturday. I'm excited to see a new look event and be a part of that. I know Nick is as well, and so we're just excited. The excitement levels are through the roof.
Absolutely.
Well, and I think it is neat that it is basically all local artists, and basically not one genre of music.
Something for everyone.
When we do the blues festival, it's a basic type of blues, regardless of what it is, right? This is going to be whatever your pleasure is, which is why it's important that you know, because there's a lot of music that's going to be out there.
You're exactly right. And we say it all the time, Uptown is for everyone, and that's down to the type of music we're programming for this festival. We want everyone to feel welcome. We want everyone to feel like there's something for them at this festival.
For the love of you.
It's for the love of community, for the love of every single person in it. So thank you.
That's right. And of course, don't forget there's going to be all kinds of great food trucks there too, right?
That's right. Got lots of food trucks.
And they're all going to show up, right?
You
said it here, Ian.
You said it here.
Accountable.
Right,
the weather's going to be beautiful, and all the food trucks are going to show up.
$25. Remember.
All right. The food trucks will be there. I can speak to God for $25. You heard it first right here on WCRS from Gibson Hill.
Yes, rates go up next week. So
rates go up. You better get in by tomorrow then, folks. All right. Well, I think that's going to do it. This has been great to have you all here. This is a Facebook Live, so you can go back and get it on our Facebook page, WCRS 98.5 FM /1450 AM. And I know it will be up tomorrow. It will will be up on our website too, WCRS1450am.net. So share it, like it. You guys did
sure.
a great job here today.
Thank you, Ann.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for coming in here today. We will now, drop the curtain and cue the music. Just like a plan. Here it goes, folks. There you go.
Bow.